What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out two projectors. I have two projectors that I've been using. We've got the Vankyo Performance V610 right here on the left hand side, or my left hand side. And we got the Crenova 660 as well. These are pretty equal as far as specs goes, pretty equivalent of each other. They both have 6,000 LUTs as far as power itself goes for how bright the brightness is. The Crenova ekes out the Vankyo just a very tad on contrast. I think it's got 6,000 to 1 where the Vankyo has I think it's 5,000 to 1. So just a little bit different on the Crenova. Both have a 50,000 bulb life expectancy, which is, I mean, if you have it on at all times, 24/7, I think it's 9 years or something like that is what it equates to. If not, I'll put it up here and I'll do the calculation before when I edit it. So let's go start off the bat with what they both look like. Well, obviously one's black and one's white. So you got one that the Crenova has vents on both sides, and so does the actual Vankyo itself, for air movement and all that. I did notice that the Vankyo was a little bit quieter than the Crenova. Both are very quiet as it is, but the Vankyo does beat out the Crenova as far as how quiet it is. Both have the same ports. The number amount of ports, 2 USB, 2 HDMI, 1 VGA, and then you got your regular input and output ports. They're both located in the same spots. Got them in the back and got them on the side. And then one thing that Crenova has over the Vankyo is that, well, they both have remotes, but the power button and all the other buttons that you need are actually on the top of the Crenova. But the Vankyo only has a power button on the top. So Crenova does beat it out, the Vankyo, on that aspect. However, most people have their projector mounted on the ceiling or underneath the ceiling a little bit, or they have it back to the point where it's up high where they can't even reach to it anyways. So now, one thing that the Vankyo does beat out on the Crenova is I felt like when I was using the remote on the Vankyo, I was able to be in multiple different directions. It has more spots for it to hit. So I was able to use the remote better on the Vankyo than I was on the Crenova. The Crenova had a little tough time on the remote as far as where it connects to. So the Vankyo does beat the Crenova out on that. Now, also another thing I noticed that I would say the Crenova beats out the Vankyo on is the lens cover. The lens cover for the Vankyo is just a plastic little piece here that falls out. Doesn't really stay in. I mean, it stays in when you're not moving it around, but if you're moving it around, it doesn't. It kind of falls out. The Vankyo has this rubber little seal right here, and it stays in, and it's really nice, and it's connected to the actual stem, so you don't lose it. Now, the Vankyo also beats out the Crenova in the options as far as the actual setting. If you wanted to, if it was, say you had this on a kind of an angle, or had to have it at an angle, it beats out focusing on that angle more than the Crenova. I also noticed that the Crenova, you couldn't really tell in the videos that I took, so I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit. But I felt like the edges were a little bit more out of focus. I tried to get them more in focus, and when I did that, what it did is it kept trying to take the main screen out of focus. Well, that just fell out. But I did notice that the Vankyo, when you set the focus, it focuses for the most part everything, and it just didn't have that issue. It wasn't as far as when I say an issue, it wasn't a big problem. I just noticed it on some of the videos I was playing. So I'm going to show you some videos side by side, hopefully. If not, I'll do one after another of the same video, and an animated video. That way you can see the quality as far as colors go and brightness and all that. I didn't do a nighttime video, and the reason why I did that is because they both were pretty darn good when there was no light at all. So where I did it is in this area right here, where there's like a window right here, and it's daytime right now. That's actually snowing, so it's kind of bright. So you'll get to see what the difference was between the Crenova versus the Vankyo in a lit area. Now, I will say that the Crenova, in my personal opinion, did beat out a little bit as far as brightness goes, the Vankyo, just by a little bit. But I think the Vankyo did a lot better at nighttime with no light at all, as far as color quality versus the Crenova. But in all reality, they're pretty close to equal. But that is just my personal opinion on that. Go ahead and put what you think in the comments. Which one do you think is better, the Vankyo or the Crenova? On all the aspects that we just talked about, as far as the quality on the daytime. As far as build quality, I truly think the Vankyo beats out the Crenova. And the reason I say that is because they put this nice little couch style fabric on the top, and it makes it just look a lot nicer. And also they have this little nice port protector right here, so it kind of covers it up if you're not using these ports, which you're probably not going to anyways. So it covers up very nicely. This one's not too bad. The Crenova's not bad at all. I'm not saying anything bad by it. I just think the Vankyo, in my personal opinion, beats out the Crenova as far as build quality as a whole. What I think the Vankyo does that beats out the Crenova is they give you this nice carrying case. So it gives you a nice carrying case with a little Velcro area, a little spot right here, so you can put your power cord and your remote, and then you can put a unit in here, and you got handles, and you can take it wherever you want. Take it to your friend's house, take it to a party, you name it. You can take this with you. So I think Vankyo beats you out Crenova on this part aspect as well. So my personal opinion, and that's my opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. What do they say? Just like an a-hole, everybody's got a personal opinion. I think the Vankyo beats out the Crenova just by a tad on all, if when you put everything together, on all aspects. Now, both are priced very similar. I believe they're like $269 or so range. And minus Amazon coupon, I think Crenova has a 20% coupon, and Vankyo has like a price off like 40 or 50 bucks. But that does change, so I'll go ahead and put links in the description so you can check them out as well, and as well as see what the current pricing is. And below, go ahead and leave me a comment on which one you think is the best. Which one you think as far as the quality goes, what you see in the video here, and as well as the quality of the actual video itself. Tell me what you think, and let me know your opinion. Also, if you'd like to leave me a like, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if this is your first time, go ahead and consider subscribing for more videos like this. I do DIY technology, DIY home stuff, and then also automotive stuff. So check out my other videos if you would like. And other than that, I will see you next time.